All right, yes. There is another being this is quite interesting. Uh, there is another being who, now you know that everything is energy, yes? So Hajasu is presenting as the cat person he was when you knew him in physical form, but he is pure energy. So the other beings, they present in ways that you can recognize them. So one other who wishes to step forward at this time is about rhythms, and we say it because it's a rather androgynous being. It has masculine and feminine qualities, but it is not male or female. It is not hermaphroditic. It is not going back and forth between one or the other. It is a being that is a creature of shamanic magic, a creature who assists you. You know, shamans and magic work with the rhythms, the natural rhythms of the earth. Yes, both systems, shamanism and magic, can be subverted to lower levels, but not for you, and not with this being. This being is from a planet called Hadar, and these beings are pure love, and they're very, very highly evolved beings. They know only love. They do not know anything but love. This being cannot be used to subvert. You know, so if you say, "Oh, I'm going to put a curse on," you know, no, it won't be done. You wouldn't do that anyway, but you wouldn't be able to, because this Hadarian, and we are told that you may say Hadarian. You may call this being the Hadarian. There is no name. It is a presence. Now, you may be given a name later, or you may ask if there's a name that you may use when you are working more fully together. But we would say that the Hadarian is happy to respond to that name, the Hadarian. Now, this planet is quite far out. So this being is here for your connection to your life force. This being can be called upon to assist you as your body releases the imbalances and the lack of equilibrium. I guess that was rather redundant, wasn't it? Lack of balance, equilibrium.
No worries.
So the Hadarian is here to assist you as your body is going to be going through an accelerated process of healing and restoring itself and giving you greater freedom to nurture yourself. This is going to be very funny for you. The Hadarian is saying to hold potatoes.
To what?
I know. Hold potatoes.
Okay.
It's
like don't eat potatoes?
Hold them in your hand.
Okay.
Hold potatoes. We have never heard suggestions like this before, but we will tell you why. Because of your ambivalence, your uncertainty about your commitment to this incarnation, yes, the density of third dimensional Earth has not been fun for you. And you have gone through many different lifestyles in this lifetime, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Because, and we see this with healers who aren't sure they wanted to be here. You came in to help, you knew you needed to help others, you knew that you could help others, so you came. at this time when the planet is in so need of your assistance, and you feel alone and you are fractured, and we see that there are many different incarnations within one incarnation. You understand what we mean? So many different lifestyles in one
lifetime
thread.
Yeah.
So you are at a place now where you are moving to a higher frequency. You are at a new initiation. You understand them. You've gone through several initiations, and we are telling you that this is the hardest one. The car accident and the beautiful dog leaving you at the same time. Her choice. Please understand her choice. She could have survived that without injury. She wanted to go. Please know that.
For sure.
But she and she loves you. She's like, she when she comes here, so we connect. We just smile. she's a delight, isn't she? She's an absolute delight, and we understand your pain over it. But so this is the hardest initiation that you will have to endure in this incarnation. The rest of it is going to be easier unless you choose to fall back into old patterns, because developing new ones take a little more effort. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we want to say, please, the frankincense. So
and potatoes.
And yes, and the Hadarian is saying the potatoes are a root. Yes, they are a root. Now, we would like also to say to go to the woods, to be with trees, to put your hands, or one hand at least at this time, to put your hands on trees, to send your consciousness into the roots of the trees, to go deep into the earth, into the heart stone at the center of the earth. But we feel that at this time, that is too much of a request. That kind of interaction, energetic interaction, you're tired. You don't need to have that kind of request. So holding potatoes, here's the root. Yes, and it is a root that nurtures. Whether you are consuming it or not at this time, it is a root that nurtures. So hold potatoes, just hold them, feel them. Now you can open yourself up to really feeling the energetics. You can feel the complexity. You can feel the sentience of it. You can communicate with it, and you can just hold it, So you can take it as far as you want. You can go as deep into the potato as you want. But the Hadarian is saying right now you need to be grounding yourself. Yes?
Okay.
To walk barefoot on the earth as much as you can. This can be having a tray of earth or sand in your home that you can put your bare feet in. It can be walking barefoot outside on the earth, but we understand the state where you live. It's hard. It has a lot of hard rocks, and it's not always comfortable or convenient. Excuse us. There is also there are also grounding things that the channel can loan you. These grounding bars, she can loan them to you. They are under the table that is in front of you. So when we are done, if you wish to see them, and tell the channel that she will happily loan them to you. So you can tell the channel about the grounding bars, and that we suggested that if you want, you can borrow them. But we feel that earth is more important to walk on dirt, or to have dirt in your home. It can be sand, it can be dirt that you dig from your yard in a tray, or it can be outside. So the Hadarian is here to help you in your connection to the earth, to make it more palatable for you, more harmonious for you as your frequency rises and you say, oh, I don't want to be in third dimensional density. The Hadarian will assist you in finding the roots that you need to make this more palatable. You understand what we mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And this is an important thing for you. You just have not committed to this incarnation. You have never been fully present here. You've had one foot out the door, or one foot dangling over the edge to distract you. Yes, you've needed a lot of distractions. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't need them now. Yes, so you have the Hadarian. And who else would step forward at this time? Oh, and then there is the French herbalist. There's a woman, a female. She presents as a female. We will say from the 18th century France. Yes, you know what that means, 18th century.
Mm-hmm.
An herbalist, a wise woman who lived in a cottage with a garden, and people came to her for healing, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Even for broken bones. She, in those times, she could set the bones. So this is a very keenly intelligent being, as you are. Delphine, yes, Delphine is the name we are given. She was persecuted. Even in the 17th century, she was persecuted and murdered for her wisdom, because someone wanted her land. So she was accused of witchcraft, but and you know, witchcraft is a broad scope of tools, yes? So she was, yes, she was a witch in a sense, because she used energy to grow her plants, and she used energy to make her potions to help people. She was keenly intelligent and very good at healing. She can heal you from many things. She is going to be, with your permission, with your invitation, because this is a free will planet, you must ask. She wants to help heal you from all the imbalances as you hold potatoes. This is the funniest advice we've ever heard, holding potatoes. So she wants to heal you, help you heal from all your imbalances within your physical vehicle. She says that within 6 months, you can be cleared of the imbalances. Continue working with those beings with whom you are working in third dimension, but call upon her for her energetic insights. If all of a sudden you get the message, oh, I think I can eat this again, try it. Now, we want to say that her advice and our advice is that foods need to be aligned energetically to a higher frequency. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And so, of course, eliminating all animal products would be ideal, but you are not ready to do that, and you may never do that in this incarnation. That is not a judgment. That is, but what we want to say is that to increase the frequency of that which you ingest. You know the Emoto, yes? The Emoto who worked with water, yes? And so we say extrapolate that into solids as well. So on your water bottles, write the words of love, peace, harmony, health, balance, whatever. Write those on the water, but do this also with the foods. Now, one way that we find that is most immediately effective is on the inside of the cupboard, where there are the regular cupboards, and then there are the cold ones. We know it's called a refrigerator. Yes, that is correct. On the inside of the refrigerator, and there is the part that makes things hard. On the inside of the cupboards where you store your foods, tape words that say love, harmony, health, assimilation. Does this make sense to you? We would strongly encourage you to do this. Now, we can say there are tools that you can purchase that aren't very expensive, comparatively speaking, and the channel knows about this. These are from the Copper Man, and she will tell you who the Copper Man is if you wish to go that way. There are also the need for gridding your space with crystals. Do you know this about the crystals in your space?
Kinda.
We will tell you then. So in each corner of your home, that's a funny home. It's almost a house, but it's almost an apartment. Yes? Oh, we see. Oh, and the channel lives on oh, that's interesting. Okay. All right, we get it. Okay, we get it. But so one crystal in each of the external corners, yes, of this home. And then a fifth one in the center. And from the center crystal in a clockwise motion, you send your heart energy through that center crystal to the four others. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, yes, to make a circle.
Okay.
And it creates a sphere of protection. Okay?
Okay.
You can bury crystals in your yard, in the four corners of your yard, around the home, yes, the extreme corners of the yard. You can bury crystals around the home and put a fifth one in the yard. It's not exactly the center, you understand, it's just sort of the center. And do the same thing for your yard. And so we would encourage you to do this. You can do this under your bed as well, if the bed is, you have space under your bed, we think. Or is it on the floor? There's space.
A lot of stuff under it,
but
yeah.
You could put crystals, but the bed itself is up.
Yeah.
So you can easily do it, yes, you can easily do it for the bed itself, but it is not necessary. But we would say, so we would encourage you, this is coming from Delphine, to do this. And also, she is saying that if you would have a bowl of water next to the bed, instead of gridding the bed with crystals, if you could have a bowl of water next to the bed, that you change the water every 3 days, at least, if not sooner, but at least every 3 days you change the water. And the bowl can be beautiful or utilitarian. It can be filled with crystals or not. It can have salt in it. It can have essential oils. It can have a floating candle or floating flowers, fake or real. The point is the water.
Okay.
And that will assist you a great deal at this time as you are healing, as you are being healed by the angelic realm. It will help you very much with your emotional connection to your partner.
Okay.
It will assist with the process of, the release of the harder emotions that don't serve you and that are perhaps not even your emotions, the angers, the frustrations, the self doubt that we think is ridiculous. You should not doubt yourself, but we understand it as a human condition. And we want to tell you that the self doubt and the uncertainties that you have experienced have actually served you up to this point, because had you come forth in the certitude of your power as a healer, you were not ready for that. You could have caused more damage, and so your higher self understood that, and that's true for everybody, not just for you. We cannot tell you how much damage